Good morning. Good morning, everyone. My little one is back there exploring the yard. Be careful, Jordan. Be careful. Okay. Good morning, everyone who's awake. I know it's Saturday, but what I wanted to do, I wanted to come on really quickly. I wanted to discuss. It's a question that pops up a lot when I am dealing with customers. Good morning, y'all. Thank y'all so much for chiming in. If y'all could share this video, it definitely would be greatly appreciated. Jordan, oh, come over here. Sorry, I'm trying to see her, y'all. Um, be careful, cause I'm scared of the woods and the grass, and so huh? Okay. All right. She told me to be careful. So, anywho, what I wanted to do, I wanted to address is a couple of questions that normally would come up when I am holding consultations with people in regards to linking them to the credit services that I am partnered with. And so, I wanted to just kind of express the difference between the credit restoration process and actually credit building. Now, keep in mind, if you have a particular goal that you are trying to reach, i.e., if it's a new home, a lot of people, a lot of us, including myself, we want to purchase a home for ourselves and our families. And in order to do so, you all are going to have to invest time, energy, and money in either restoring your credit or rebuilding your credit. It's not going to happen overnight. Now, if someone promises you overnight results, then I would highly recommend for you to back away, because a lot of times they can be attaching you to certain things that can unfortunately put you in a bad place legally. I had someone share a couple of years ago how they were working with someone in credit process, and they say, "Oh, I can help you in 30 days, no problem." They paid them all this money, but what happened was they attached them to this trade line that had about another like 40 or either 40 or 400 people that were attached to this trade line. And what happened was the FBI popped up at her door within like another 60 days because they were investigating this transaction, and she had no idea. Now, did she see her score go up? Yes, but she don't know what that person did, and she had no clue that she was involved in something that had now reached the federal level. So we have to be very, very careful when people are telling you that you can do something. You can restore your credit, you can fix your credit in 30 days. You cannot. So let's explain credit restoration. What credit restoration is actually a process in which you are leveraging your Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971 to be able to dispute any negative or erroneous items on your credit report to help you restore your credit. And what that means is that 90% of the time, they will find some type of error on your credit report. And with that being said, that error could actually be causing your score to be significantly impacted. So by law, we have the right as American citizens to dispute these items. Now, whether you use a company like that I'm involved in or yourself, keep in mind, the credit bureaus have 30 to 45 days to respond to your letters. So it is not going to happen quickly. Now, people can see results within that time frame. Like when you get your letters back, chances are you can start seeing results from them, but everything is not going to be peachy clean and done in that time frame. Okay. Now, I always share with my customers, there is no contract involved in the company that I partner with. So, on average, our customers use the services, within 4 to 6 months. I always tell them to give themselves 2 rounds of disputes, to at least, really see some impact on, their credit. But that's what restoration is. Restoration is having a professional look into your credit report and dispute those items. A lot of times it's not just about disputing something that is old. It can also be an inaccuracy, and it's things that we can't see as a non-trained professional that professionals actually can see. So yes, people can do things like, I can fix my credit myself. I'm gonna be real. I tried to fix my credit before by myself. I didn't have time for that. I didn't have time to be pulling my reports and combing through those things to know. I didn't even know what I was looking for. So that's why I knew I had to invest my time and my finances in a company. Now, unfortunately, in the past, I used another company that was charging me like $215, and it did absolutely nothing in over 2 years. So we got to be careful about that too, because not everyone is leveraging your rights. Okay, so that's the restoration process. Now, credit building process, the credit building process is like, especially for someone who has restored their credit, you also have to begin to rebuild. Okay, because once you get those items removed, now you have to start rebuilding your credit to now show the lenders that you are credit worthy and you can actually increase and really get the impact on your score. So what that means is that you now have to begin to, if you do not already have trade lines open, such as a secured credit card, such as having a car payment that you're already paying, you need to start doing that. So with the company that I'm partnered with, we actually have great resources that will allow you to do so. We actually offer a secured credit card. No credit check is required, which is really great, because if you all didn't know, if you were to go to your bank or other entities, they do still check your credit for a secured credit card. Now, what is a secure credit card? A secure credit card is actually a credit card that you're going to put down a deposit on, but you're going to then utilize that credit card as if you would utilize another major card. So you definitely don't want to use over 30% of that card and make your payments on time. And traditionally, within 60 days of you opening that account and utilizing that account and making those two payments, good morning, y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining. You will see some results. And we also have a program called Credit My Rent. Now, what that program is, which I love, is that we now give renters the ability to report their positive payment history to their credit report. Now, right now, we are only partnered with TransUnion, and I'm going to explain why. The credit bureaus are not government entities. They do not communicate with one another. They are private companies. So not all of them actually have our best interests at heart. So they don't necessarily want to have something positive going to your credit, but TransUnion is more open. And so like whether it's my program or other rental programs out there, chances are they are only reporting to TransUnion right now because of that. Because of other credit bureaus, it takes a little bit longer. Now, the company I partner with, our goal is hopefully by the end of the year, we'll have another contract with either Experian or Equifax, but right now it's just TransUnion. But I'm gonna just give you a real live testimony when it comes to Credit My Rent. My husband did not have any trade lines on his credit, and when we added the Credit My Rent to his credit report, that's 60 days after we were enrolled, his score went up 68 points. Jordan, what do you have? Okay, sorry y'all. His score went up 68 points, and that's just in 60 days. So that was a significant impact for him in building his credit. Now he's rebuilding. So we have that fantastic program, minimal cost. I can definitely discuss that with you all offline if you're interested. But that's the credit building process. You have to build. So again, I get, people like, okay, I want to get my credit restored because I want to get a home, right? And so when I share with them, the cost, the thing that they say is like, I can't afford that. And one thing I do challenge them is that if you can't afford something as minimal as less than $3 a day, you're not ready to purchase a home. Because if you were ready to purchase a home, or how are you going to maintain that home now on your current budget and the current income that you're making, if you can't invest right now a minimum fee of less than $3 a day? And they will always get quiet, like, wow, like, you really spoke to them. I say, yeah. I'm like, you have to be willing to invest, because even once you get into the home buying process, you're going to have to come up with money to invest. That's just a part of the process. So you have to be ready. You have to really understand that I'm going to have to sacrifice some things if this is a goal that I want to make. And I shared this with a young lady the other day. If you hear people who were purchasing a home and it's like they lived on ramen noodles and stuff for a long time, they sacrificed going through the drive-through every day. Like, think about it. If you spend $10 a day in a drive-through in 1 month, that's $300. That's $300 easy. Shoot, with my credit services, that's 3 months of my credit services in 1 month. So when you look at budgeting, when you look at what you're doing with the money and you have a end goal, you have to learn to sacrifice something up front so you can then, in return, see the bigger picture and get your, what you desire. But also challenge yourself. If you want to purchase that home and you can't afford less than $3 a day or even $3 a day, you're not ready to buy that home. You're not ready to buy that home. You gotta reevaluate your budgeting. Okay. Now, within our program that we offer, there is a budgeting plan. There's a savings plan. There's so many different services that it's fantastic. So I just wanted to come on and share with you all, what is the difference between credit restoration and credit building. Also understand if a company that you're dealing with, if they are not leveraging your rights, meaning if they are helping you dispute your items and you are not receiving letters to sign and send off to yourself to the credit bureaus, they are not leveraging your rights. And what happens is, let's say if you have an item on your credit that is 100% reported inaccurate, is a mistake, and the credit bureaus are being they're not working with you and getting that off, and you want to sue them or go to litigation. When you have a third party doing that on your behalf, you now waive the rights for you to take that credit bureau to court. So let me make that statement again. If you are working with the company that does not have you involved in the process and sending you the documents and you signing them off and you receiving the responses back, they are not leveraging your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act of 1971. And so what that means is that they're going to take extra long because by law, they can't dispute all your items at one time through all three bureaus. They have to go slow, which is why some people would end up being on a service like myself. I was there, 2 years at $215 a month. And I saw no movement whatsoever, y'all. None. Okay, so I challenge you now. If you want to hear more about the service that I have, I would be more than happy. I'm a credit consultant. I can link you to a company that is A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau, been in business over 15 years, and you are 100% involved in the process. Reach out to me. Don't be afraid. The time is now. Okay? If we keep putting it off, it is June 1st. And I was going through my memories from today, and I had memories from last year where people were like, oh, Keita, I need to get my credit fixed. Can you help? Can you send me whatever? And they still haven't enrolled yet, y'all. And it's been a whole year. And I'm just like, you had all this time. You could have definitely reached the goal that you want to reach, but you got to be serious about that goal. You got to be serious about that goal. It's not going to happen by you still doing the same thing. And make sure that you, like y'all know me. I said this on another live. I'm not going to ever put you all in front of anything that is going to cause you any harm or danger. Now, keep in mind, everybody's results are different. Your credit report may not look like mine. Ma'am? What? I'm sorry, you guys. You have stuff all over you. Your credit may not look like mine. So my process was a little bit more intense because my credit was a mess. But yours might not be. Or it may be things where that just really cannot come off, and that's okay. But you won't even know that unless you at least try to dispute them. Yes, ma'am. Go inside. You can go inside. So keep in mind, results are not guaranteed. But you won't know what's going to happen until you start the process. You have no idea what can be removed. I have seen people get bankruptcies removed. I have seen people get student loans removed. I have seen people get repossessions removed. You just never know, okay? So I just wanted to share this information with you all so you can understand the difference. If you do not have any negative items on your credit, you need to be building your credit because guess what? What, Jordan? No candy, okay? It's not even 12 o'clock yet. If you are the individual who don't have any negative items, but you also don't have nothing, that's just as bad as having bad credit. I had one person tell me, I pay cash for everything. I pay out on my car. I don't have no credit cards. And I'm like, well, where's your score? or my score is like a 500. But that's why, because you're not even showing your credit. You're not even showing that you're credit worthy of anything. So that's just as bad. You have to build. I can help you with that as well. All right. So I hope that you all found, this video useful. Please share with any, with on your page, because you never know who would need this information. You never know who need to reach out. If any of you all need some assistance, you can always leave a comment below. I'll reach out to you directly. You can send me an instant DM, I guess instant message, DM, whatever they call it, through Messenger. You can send me a message and I'll reach out. I'm taking consultations all day. And I appreciate you all chiming in, and I look forward to hearing from you all soon. Let's get you to your goal. All right, you guys, have a happy Saturday.